People eating the craziest creatures. To a fail straight out of a cartoon. These are crazy moments that will make your jaw drop. But before the video starts, if you don't like in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen. I actually thought she was gonna jump in normally. This is something only your best friend would do to you. If my dog did this, there'd be no more going outside. I got my cat to smell an onion before and he didn't come near me for the next 3 days.
I'm dying. Help me.
This actually almost made me fall out of my chair.
By the way,
out of all restaurants he could have pulled up to, this has to be the worst one. Bro definitely used way more force than he was supposed to. Your windows have to be insanely clean for something like this to happen twice.
What'd you just do?
If I saw this flying outside my house, I'd probably be extremely scared. If you've ever seen a mad chicken, you know they're no animal to play with. Can someone please explain to me why there's so many fish swimming in this exact spot? Whoever was holding the second cake definitely thought in advance. I guarantee this little guy has no future in football. If someone did this to me on my birthday, I don't think I'd ever forgive them. Does anyone else think this looks like it's straight out of a cartoon? I thought he was gonna have to take a trip to the hospital at first.
no!
If you can see water underneath ice, you should definitely not walk on it. The fact that it went perfectly in front of the camera makes me think this snake knew exactly what he was doing. Did you know that some pigs can actually be trained to do cool tricks like this? With the mouse being so small, I feel like the lady in the car was overreacting way too much. Pranks getting reversed onto the pranker is one of my favorite types of videos. I think this Santa Claus might have just ruined all of the presents in his bag. If I was the guy recording, I wouldn't know which pro fight to look at. I don't know about you guys, but landing like that seems like one of my worst nightmares. Setting up a mousetrap with only one hand is clearly one of the worst ideas ever. If I saw that sign on someone's yard, I would not expect their dog to look anything like this. The amount of strength and training you have to be able to do this is crazy. Seeing stuff like this in the morning is only something that could happen if you live in Florida. If your furniture can fall apart like this, it's definitely not worth moving to a different house. No. I'm surprised the little guy didn't react more, because if that was me, I'd run away instantly.
Huh?
The fact that the poor guy doesn't even know what happened makes me feel pretty bad for him. After seeing where it went, there's absolutely zero way they're ever getting it back. This is a great example of if it wasn't caught on camera, nobody would believe it. If I'm being honest with myself, this guy reacted a lot more calm than I would have. If you've ever fallen in a puddle outside, you know it's one of the worst feelings ever. This cute cat could definitely be hired as a babysitter. The insane scream at the end tells me he must be extremely frustrated. If I was this guy's boss, I definitely would have fallen for his crazy disguise. Did this snake actually just use kung fu to throw this guy onto the ground?
Don't kill him.
Is it just me, or does the squirrel look like it's a little bit bigger than usual? This guy had to learn the hard way that standing up on the slide is a terrible idea. I just want to know how a pig like that could even end up in a store in the first place. I was 99% sure they were gonna hit the bridge until they did the craziest thing at the last second. This video is exactly why you should never try and jump over fences like these ones. After seeing so many videos of elastic band fails, there's no way I could ever buy one. I could have sworn he was overreacting until I saw the massive creature following him. Where do you have to live to randomly find a massive black bear hiding inside your car? The disappointment on his face tells me he's realizing that there's no way he's about to get his phone back easily. If throwing something as hard as you can at somebody doesn't get you fired, then I don't know what would. Videos like this is what's making me decide that I probably don't need a dog anytime soon. I'm pretty sure the tortilla she was holding just went to outer space. Before seeing this video, I had no idea, but apparently the average human can hold up to 200 pounds with just their teeth. This has to be the most sophisticated wild bear I've ever seen on this app.
Whose wine is that? Oh my god!
This is one of the first dogs to ever go scuba diving, and I can't imagine how confused he must be. If I lived in a place that was snowy like this, I'd definitely be trying this out all the time. These scientists use the weirdest creatures for food, and I still can't figure out what it's called. I think this guy might have accidentally found one of the best hiding places on Earth. If a dog ever beats you at Jenga, I think that would be a great sign for you to quit. This pug won first place in a surfing competition, and I didn't even know this was a real thing until seeing this crazy video. Did any of you know that doing crazy tricks like this on roller skates was even possible? The fact that he immediately jumped over the gate to watch tells me that he knew exactly how much trouble he was about to be in. Imagine walking outside and seeing that extremely scary face print on the top of your car. If anyone ever woke me up with 40 pounds of snow poured right onto my sleeping body, there's no way I'd ever talk to them again.
I'm dying. Help me.
I feel like Las Vegas is one of the only cities in the world that you could actually see a lion hanging outside of a car window.
Hello, cutie pie.
I'm pretty sure this poor guy thought that that puddle was only a few inches deep, because why else would he do that? I would bet $1,000 that this poor guy is never getting on another trampoline for the rest of his life.
Turn it a backflip.
Imagine coming home from school and seeing that your younger sibling turned himself into the Grinch. I'm not sure about you guys, but if I was fishing and saw this sneak up on me, there's no way I'd be there for much longer. When this lady was trying to get to work on a super cold morning, she dropped her water and it decided to go on an adventure. The fact that he threw it at someone and lost at Jenga makes this fail 10 times worse. How much money would you have to get paid to go on a roller coaster that goes as fast as this one? I'm not gonna lie, this has to be one of the most disgusting food pranks you could ever pull on somebody. From someone who can't even ski normally, doing it on stilts seems like it's actually impossible. I feel like a lot of dogs know what they're doing is bad, but they decide to do it anyway. This poor guy tried to get the snow off his roof for an hour and absolutely nothing would work. Playing peekaboo with a wild animal is something only 1 in a billion people will ever experience.
Dude, are you serious?
Hello?
This dog just single-handedly undid all of its dad's garden work for no reason. Before seeing this video, I had no idea that so many bubbles could be created by just one person. I just want to know how they got on top of this massive float in the first place. I guarantee if I ever tried this, I'd end up immediately with my face on the ground. I didn't even know you could do tricks on skates until seeing this video. This poor guy better be getting paid $1,000 an hour to deal with this. The fact that this grandma is more fearless than me is kind of upsetting.
Set, go!
How would you rate this chicken's singing skills out of 10? It's gotta be so embarrassing to have your fail recorded and watched by so many people. After doing something like that, he's definitely never gonna try again. I definitely expected it to break, but I didn't expect it to break like that. I've never seen a video go from bad to so much worse this quickly. This weird looking horse found the perfect spot to get his itch scratched. This has to be a sign from God telling him he has to buy those Oreos.
Oh, I guess it's gonna stay.
Taking a video right before stepping on the train is asking for something to happen.
Oh, wait, Joe!
I don't think this guy's first attempt at foil surfing could have gone any worse than this. I know for a fact that if I tried to do this, I wouldn't even make it halfway over.
Yeah!
The change in his face as soon as he heard it start cracking might be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I'm dying. Help me.
I didn't even know it was possible to fail this hard on the most common kid's playground toy ever. Bro doesn't even realize that he has full control over where the water's going. The other boy didn't even see it land, so he actually thought it went straight to outer space.
Are you still looking for it, Kevin?
I definitely need bro to teach me how he can balance so perfectly. I refuse to believe that he brought down the entire net with his one little stumble. Living in a snowy state must be so fun because you can do stuff like this in winter. Is it just me, or does what she's doing actually look like a real life glitch?
Backward, forward, yay! Yay!
I think this is the most genius prank I've ever seen on the entire internet. If you watch the guy in the gray shirt, you'll see exactly when he realizes that going in front of the geese is a terrible idea. If I had over 100 birds following me like this, I think I'd run straight back into my house. Next time I find a double bike for sale, I'm gonna have to do this exact thing with my friend. This guy decided he wanted a raise, so when he tried to get his work done super fast, he made the biggest mistake he could ever make. The fact that it only landed directly on him makes me think this has to be some sort of karma. I didn't know what to expect from this video, but whatever that was, definitely wasn't it. Being as small as a hamster must be so fun because you could do stuff like this all the time. I genuinely thought it was edited at first because their impression was way too good. This parakeet clearly doesn't have time for games. With the way he went backwards, it looks like the Hulk tackled him. I watched this 3 times and I still can't figure out whether he was doing that on purpose or not.
You said the show! Yeah!
I feel like you have to be absolutely crazy to do something like this in nothing but shorts. I can't blame him for reacting like that at all because I'm pretty sure I would do the exact same thing. I don't think I've ever seen someone get so excited for some food in my entire life.
Oh goodness. You do it again? Oh goodness.
I'm not sure if he's a bad dog for doing it right on her shoes or a good one for actually listening. The only question I have is how people find out that they can do weird things like this. This dog didn't want anything to do with any Halloween decoration in the store. You know it's gotta be freezing cold outside when toilet paper can stand 3 feet off the ground. This is a great example of what could go wrong when you decide to show off for a video.
I got a double nugget, so I got 5 nuggets, bro.
This family didn't have a sled for their dog, so his owner decided to be the sled for him. I had to watch this video twice because I thought we were just looking at a normal soccer ball. I'm pretty sure the person behind the camera was just as confused as we are.
Going downhill, don't know where she went, there's the ball.
How's it even possible to cause this much of a mess just from doing your own laundry?
I knew I put too much soap in.
Unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure that's a great sign that these 2 people need to go home immediately. Even though you have to be super talented to do this, the noises he was making makes me think that he must have been super scared. The people in the hot tub underneath them must trust the skiers a lot to let them do that right above their heads.
Slower, slower!
I tried to find the origin of this video unsuccessfully, and I still don't know what this scary creature is. I'm pretty sure I've never been pranked harder by a video like this in my entire life.
No.
I have no idea how it's possible for someone to fly up so high from a single wave. I don't think I'll ever get tired of seeing people use these fake snakes for pranks. I can't even imagine how it's possible for someone to be under all that and still not wake up. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm definitely a big fan of it. The fact that the cutting board underneath it slowly started tilting was my favorite part.
Easy, easy!
The fact that that water can't be more than 25 degrees makes me think this person is superhuman.
Such elegance.
Have you ever seen someone overreact as much as this poor girl running from these goats? You know the rain must be super serious when both people that got in the car are soaking wet. I think those people were the last thing I expected to see behind a boat moving that quickly. I didn't understand why this video was supposed to be weird until I saw the end of it. I'm 100% sure that until the end of my life, I'll never get tired of seeing massive rocks dropped into canyons. No! If you've ever tried wasabi yourself, then you know exactly the type of pain that this guy is going through right now. This is exactly why you should never walk on ice that you can see the water through.
I'm dying. Help me.
Even though they're just having fun, I'm pretty sure the owner of that motorcycle is gonna be a little upset after seeing this. Imagine bringing your family's drinks back to your seat at a soccer game and this happens to you. I don't even know what to say about this video because I feel like it speaks for itself.
Disgusting!
Doing this to someone while they're playing a horror game definitely should be illegal. If you can sleep through your entire tent collapsing on top of you, then there's definitely nothing that would wake you up. I guarantee she was super embarrassed when she realized she didn't try the easiest way to get it.
Huh?
I can't help but feel extremely bad because he spent all day making his famous chili just for that to happen. That bed really had enough of him acting like a monkey. Is it just me or does it look like this homemade vehicle is more fun than a car? This girl threw baloney right at the ceiling fan, and after it didn't come down, the funniest thing happened.
And there's absolutely no way we could get it down, so it's gonna smell like...
Seeing pranks that get reversed on accident are the best pranks in my opinion. These guys might have the worst team coordination that I've ever seen in my life. I actually had to watch this video twice to even figure out what was going on. I've never seen someone overreact as bad as this guy just did. I feel like you have to be a superhuman to ever be able to do something like this. I just want to know what bro's objective was in doing that. The fact that this is in a hotel makes it so much worse because you know he has to pay for it now. I couldn't imagine being in a bus and then the driver decides to run through an actual river.
Huh?
I don't know if it's just me, but for some reason I've never seen a turtle stand up straight before this video. This guy definitely takes the cake for having the funniest scare I've ever seen. If someone can explain in the comments how this is even possible, I'd really appreciate it. This guy spent $1,000 on this little plane just for the worst thing in the world to happen to it. This delivery driver was dropping off a package when somebody ran in front of him and stole it immediately. I couldn't tell what it was at first, but that was definitely the last thing I expected to be in there. I don't think I've ever seen a video that has confused me as much as this one is. I can't tell for sure, but I think that this has to be a lot harder than regular basketball. This might be the best way to lose $10,000 in 5 seconds. Did anyone else think he was actually just skating on loose plates at first? After seeing so many water slide fails, I don't think I could ever actually try one. Bro woke up thinking he was actually drowning for a second. How did he count down to the exact second that the diving board failed?
2.
Imagine climbing 40 feet up a tree to escape a dog just for it to start climbing all the way up. You know for a fact that the family walk ended directly after this. Now we all know that standing on the edge of a wave pool is a terrible idea.
I'm dying. Help me.
I would bet my life that cat is never gonna get near that pond ever again. The snow falling on him at the end was really the best comedic timing ever. This poor guy is definitely gonna take at least a week to finish a single apple. The silence that happened immediately tells me exactly how painful that was. This guy tried to ding-dong ditch someone in the middle of the night just for karma to hit him instantly. Bro might just be the only real-life Snow White ever found. This old dog wants attention so bad that she actually stops her owner from being on his phone. Bro reacted like he thought his entire head just came off. If I spent 4 hours making food just for this to happen to it, I don't think I'd ever try it again.
And perfect and brown. God.
Bye, have a good time.
This is insanely impressive, but I think it's the most random talent I've ever seen before. I really don't blame him for reacting like that, because if I was in that situation, I'd do the same exact thing. Getting your luggage stolen by a wild boar has to be a 1 in a billion experience. I'm pretty sure his massive beard stops him from being able to see anything on the ground. If I did that in front of all of my friends, I think I'd just leave immediately. This is a great example of why you should not ever leave your doors open for too long.
No, 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 no.
I don't think he realizes that if he just dropped onto his back, he'd instantly stop.
I'm dying. Help me.
This has to be a case of whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
Putting bags around your shoes to protect them from water makes sense, but running directly afterwards is a horrible idea. Did anyone else think this was gonna be a horror video at first?
I thought she was stuck on something.
This is a perfect example of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Her confidence at the beginning almost made me believe she could actually make it. Every time I see a video like this, it makes me glad that I don't live in a super cold state. I've never seen an inanimate object attack somebody like this. I'm not sure what I'm watching, and this video definitely has some extremely weird vibes. I can't imagine living in a state where an animal like this could be right outside your room. If I could, I'd definitely give this the award for most inventive skateboard trick ever recorded. Filming stupid videos like this always seems to cause crazy problems. Can someone please explain to me how this real-life waterbender is able to do something like this? These people pranked their grandma by telling her that they were lifting her up, so she actually thought she was very high in the air.
Guys, this is heavy. For you. No, it isn't.
People are getting way too creative with coming up with new insane tricks to do. This guy was starting to look like the first real Jedi until he made the biggest mistake ever. I think the dogs actually got offended, so they went and grabbed their big brother. I don't know what that motorized broom is, but now I definitely want one for Christmas. I've seen people hit strangers with frisbees way too many times for me to ever try it myself. It's so funny to me that you could see it circling above her looking for the perfect time to swoop in. Even though it's super embarrassing, I've actually done something super similar to this myself before. At the beginning, I really didn't expect this prank to work as well as it ended up doing. This is exactly what happens when you prioritize looking cool over actually skating. Living in Australia must be crazy because you see stuff like this every other day. Bro must have somewhere insanely important to go because there's no way I'd ever go through something like that. I don't think trying to prank someone while you have a broken leg is necessarily a good idea. I think a baby monkey riding a piglet is a 1 in a billion mob spawn. I guarantee the only reason all of this happened was because that lady is wearing red. If you're not able to stop your dog from running away while he's on a leash, you probably shouldn't walk him in the first place. Have you ever seen a bigger splash than this in your entire life? This guy's distraction worked so well that I didn't even realize what he did until my second watch. The amount of snow that slid off this roof was so massive that it actually looks like an avalanche. Bro got so excited to see Spider-Man that he didn't even realize that there was glass directly in front of him. I think seeing an entire crowd get wiped out by snow from a train is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That went a lot smoother than I thought it would.
Yeah, he looks like a penguin.
Imagine how cold it has to be for your windows to shatter at the slightest touch. It has to take 1,000 hours of practice to be able to do something like this. Whoever came up with this idea should never come up with any more. Doing this to your grandma has to make you a little evil. This was already impressive, but doing it in the rain is another level. Some people are way too good at the most random things. I'd bet my life savings that this guy plays a lot of baseball. How many tries do you think it'd take you to be able to do what she did? Doing crazy tricks on a bike like this is like asking for a fail to happen. This trick looks way too uncomfortable for me to ever try. I just want to know why he continued to stay in the stream of milk. Doing this during your first time at Topgolf has to be incredibly embarrassing. I've seen costumes like this before, but this one is definitely the most convincing. I don't think I could ever play soccer on a field as muddy as this one. Even with the safety harness, there's no way you could ever get me to get on a swing like this one. That massive crocodile is insane, but the look on the guy's face is kind of creeping me out. I'm pretty sure that if you slow down a little bit, you definitely get soaked with all that water. How is it even possible to fail this badly while raging? Did you know that if you go fast enough, a dirt bike can actually ride on top of water? The fact that he immediately ran after him is the best part in my opinion. I guarantee it took at least 50 tries for them to get the timing this perfect. Can someone please explain to me how that other white car got on top of the truck? This guy learned how to wall jump like in a video game, but in real life. Running on tile while it's wet is one of the worst ideas ever. I don't know about you guys, but I'd have to be paid $1 million to ever do something like this. There's a decent chance this guy immediately quit his job after this. This wasn't too impressive until I noticed that the guy who threw it was blindfolded. Bro just discovered the worst method of braking ever. If that was his first try, this guy is way too talented. This would definitely be the best place ever to play hide and seek with your friends. This is really something that would only happen to you if you live on a farm. Did anyone else hear that quiet scream at the end? Imagine sitting this close without knowing what was about to happen to you. Whoever figured out how to drive this car upside down has to be a mechanical genius. Even though I know it definitely didn't feel good, I feel like he overreacted just a little bit. If bro didn't catch this on camera, I never would have believed him. Rodeos can be super entertaining, but I'd hate to be the guy who has to ride one of those. The guy behind the camera called that perfectly. I don't understand how it's possible for someone to move a dirt bike like this guy does. How's it even possible for someone to not know how to play this game? If I had the chance, I'd definitely buy one of these insane jetpacks. I feel like jump roping is one of the most random things to be this good at. The water jetpack earlier was cool, but this guy's is able to fly over land also. Imagine failing this badly in front of thousands of people and then getting clipped to put on a YouTube channel.
To catch a face plant.
Does anyone have any idea how this guy ended up getting off of it? I really had 100% confidence in her before she attempted it. Bro definitely got 1 million points for doing a crazy trick like this. Clearly this random person is not someone you'd ever want to mess with. I have no idea what this strange creature is, but it's definitely the scariest one I've ever seen. This fish is known as a cleaner wrasse, and if you open up your mouth underwater, they'll actually clean your teeth for you. These guys made a Hot Wheels track loop in real life, and it somehow actually worked. Is it just me, or does it seem like that animal actually felt pretty bad afterwards? Falling in water in the cold has to be one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced. I think I'm starting to realize that this rooster might be more talented than me. If you had the chance, would you go on an African safari even though this might happen?
Hello guys, welcome to
The walk of shame afterwards was my favorite part about this video. Going on a drop that goes straight down on a roller coaster is one of my worst nightmares. This guy has to be a superhuman because there's no way a normal person could do something as crazy as this. If I did this in my public gym, I don't think I'd ever go back. I refuse to believe that that's his real hair and not some wig that they put on him. Even though these sharks are nearly harmless, if my friend did this to me, there's no way I'd ever talk to him again. Do y'all think she realizes that the escalator isn't moving at all?
No.
Whoever built this homemade zip line did not use their brain whatsoever. Skydiving is already insane, but doing it with someone standing on you makes it 10 times crazier. How is it possible to fail a tackle as bad as this guy did? After dropping into this insane slide, it starts to look like you're traveling to another dimension. You honestly have to respect him for trying. This poor cow wanted to be included, but when she tried to swing, she realized it wouldn't work at all. Mother Nature definitely did this to her on purpose. This little guy might have to go to summer school.
What was that?
Oh, kangaroo.
This might be the weirdest thing you could ever see in a supermarket. The chances of him timing that right have to be 1 in a billion. Failing like this in front of so many people has to be one of the worst things ever. I guarantee this cat has been watching way too much Ratatouille. If this happened to me while I was starving, I might just leave the restaurant. After seeing that face, I might actually believe her.
Has found that dogs do judge us and are also far more patient with incompetence.
I can't tell if I'm watching a fail or an insanely good trick. You can see the exact moment when she just decided to accept it. You really can't even blame him with how far away all that riding is. I really just want to know how they found so many people that can ride unicycles. This is easily the worst thing that could happen to you during a baseball game. The funniest part is that she actually looked where she was going and still fell in. Now that I know that they make hats this big, I'm definitely gonna have to buy one. Before seeing this, I didn't know that helping somebody could go so extremely wrong. Can someone who knows please tell me what he's trying to do? If I'm being honest, this video actually pranks me perfectly.
Huh?
Did I just watch a tree come back for revenge?
Hello there.
Bro was extremely close to launching the 2 people that jumped on at the beginning.
Oh god.
If I caught my friend doing this on video, I'd never let him forget it.
1, 2, 3.
Climbing on stuff in a store is like asking for this to happen to you. This poor person bought an iPhone from the store, and after leaving, she noticed that the bag ripped and it disappeared forever.
No! God, please, no! No!
Did you know that if you make a turkey noise, real turkeys will actually copy you? I don't think I've ever been more confused while watching a video than I am watching this one.
Huh?
I didn't know that you could surprise animals by doing magic tricks. If this isn't the saddest video I've ever seen, then I don't know what is. The end is telling me that the sorting hat is never wrong.
Stupid house.
Something tells me she didn't want anything to do with this plan.
Put you on some fried rice.
Oh my god, she's right.
I can't tell if the voice was added afterwards or not.
I need an egg. Thank you.
Bro felt like a cartoon character realizing that there's nothing below them. If baby food is that good, I might have to try it sometime. Every black cat I've met is a menace, and this one is no exception. You know these guys are great friends when they can spontaneously do something as crazy as this. I can't tell for sure, but even the ghost looked like it was scared of that crazy scream.
Hey, chill, chill!
Imagine having to explain to the doctor how you got this concussion. Being this good at karate is extremely impressive, but I still don't understand breaking these thin wooden boards. If I heard this without seeing it, I think that a monster truck was near me. This is one of the top reasons that you'll never catch me ever visiting Australia. Judging by their reaction, I guarantee that they tried this at least 100 times. I didn't know that animals as big as this cow could actually get so scared. If I tried doing something like this, I'd definitely kick it over one of the houses. This might be the weirdest way you could ever react to a fart.
Okay, settle down.
Walking in high heels is already hard, and doing something like this must be nearly impossible. Having this happen to you while making a horror film has to be one of the funniest things ever. Can someone please explain to me how she could ever get the bags out of that massive shopping cart? The tire was going so fast that bro ducked for cover thinking there was an explosion. For next Halloween, I might have to copy this guy's awesome costume.
Whoa!
Whoever decided it was a good idea to build this massive rail has to be insane.
Wee. 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 Whoa.
For some reason, after this dog gets in the water, he loves shaking off right next to his owner.
Go, 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 go!
I've been on some crazy rides, but even this one looks like it might be a little bit too much for me. This person was exploring an abandoned hospital when he came across the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Getting faked out by a wild animal like this is definitely really scary.
Hello.
I wish I lived somewhere cold so I could do something like this in the forest near my house. Even after watching 5 times, I still can't figure out what happened to this poor guy's bike. Mario Kart in real life is something that I never thought I'd ever see. Imagine using a clear parachute while doing this so people think that you're actually a real witch. Having dogs like this in your car would definitely stop anybody from trying to steal it.
Look at him. He's like, what the?
I don't know about you guys, but if this guy showed up at my house, I definitely would have been super scared. I've now come to the conclusion that this is the worst jump I've ever seen in my entire life. You know you've done a massive fail when even the wildlife is laughing at you. Reacting like this to someone pranking you has to be one of the most embarrassing things ever. This driver had been delivering all day in 110 degrees, so when he noticed a pool party, he had to dive in. The fact that someone can have this much control over a surfboard on a parachute is mind-blowing to me. All I want to know is how in the world she ended up getting out of that situation. How is it even possible to get stuck on a rope swing like this guy? I don't know about you guys, but if I had balloons on my bike, I'd definitely ride it a lot more.
Wow.
I'm not sure what the practical use for a bike that looks like this is, but it definitely started a lot of conversations. Imagine crying because you thought you got the perfect present just to find out that it was a sponge.
Oh my god. Oh, hell.
To this day, I've never seen an egg with multiple yolks inside it, and this guy got an entire carton of them.
Huh?
Seeing an alligator cross a road is something that you could only ever see in Florida.
Wild West jungle? Oh my gosh!
If both the passenger and the driver fell out of the boat, then how did they ever get the footage back? Have you ever been able to play a game like this with your entire school? There's absolutely no way I'd ever go on a roller coaster that goes as fast as this one does. It's extremely impressive to me that parakeets can mimic what they hear so accurately. I had no doubt he was gonna make it at first. Imagine trying to ruin someone's birthday like this. I have a feeling this person might not be the smartest. Honestly, there wasn't even a way he could have avoided that.
I'm dying. Help me.
Even though this does look hard to do, I can't imagine what the point of it is. Is anyone else incredibly impressed by the beginning though? The fact that he tried to kick the volleyball in the first place makes no sense. If I saw that the fair rides got this close together, there's no way I'd ever go on them. Running in a mask that blocks your vision is obviously a bad idea. Only in Australia could your wedding be crashed by a massive group of kangaroos. If this isn't the most creative costume of 2024, then I have no idea what is. I've never seen a roller coaster like this, but now I have a new fear. I think the noise he made this video 10 times better. I've never seen someone celebrate early and have it turn out alright. If that car was alive, it'd definitely be making that exact noise. This fail reminds me of every single time a cartoon character runs into a wall.
What's up?
Even though it looks extremely weird, you have to give them points for creativity. I feel like the scariest part of this insane roller coaster would be going into that tiny cave. I think this might be the weirdest use of his talent that he could ever do. Do you think saving his skateboard was worth it for that hilarious fail? If I saw this at the end of a long day, I'd probably think I was hallucinating.
Huh? Whose horse is that?
Good thing that drone pilot has fast reaction time because he almost lost $1,000. Imagine failing so badly that you clip yourself by hitting a Ring doorbell.
Ouch!
I don't know about you guys, but this might be the best dive I've ever seen. I think this extremely large guy just found out that the buffet is opening. Taking a cute video on vacation never seems to work out like you want it to. I'm pretty sure if he tried it again, he could definitely make it all the way through. Can someone please explain to me how in the world he got on top of these massive sticks? I don't think I've ever seen someone as disappointed in themselves as this lady.
Got this, baby. Let's go.
Do you think this dive is better or worse than the last one? The laugh made this video 1,000,000 times funnier for me. Every time I see someone showing off in one of these videos, I know exactly how it's gonna end. I'm not gonna lie, this video has inspired me to try the same exact thing on my friend. Doing a backflip is already impressive, but doing 5 at once is insane. The picture he shows us definitely is the last thing I expected to see. This guy's clearly a genius, but he definitely doesn't have the athletic skills for this. Standing on slippery rocks next to the ocean is one of the worst ideas you could ever have.
I'm dying. Help me.
This guy's parents told him he needs to go outside more, so he found the craziest workaround. I'm getting the feeling that the yellow bouncy wall is not enough to save these people. This little guy might have just pulled off the most insane move I've ever seen.
It's only a game.
Even though this is technically perfectly safe, you couldn't pay me $1 million to ever do it. This is exactly why playing in a parking lot is a horrible idea. Whoever hired this cat is definitely gonna regret it after that one. Going on a roller coaster upside down while it's going super fast is not terrible, but going slowly makes it so much worse. I wouldn't even be mad, because what are the chances of that happening? I've never seen someone's fight or flight kick in as hard as this guy's did.
God damn it!
I'm pretty sure the guy on the left reacted exactly how we all would if we saw someone do something crazy like this. How much would you have to get paid to get on a slingshot as large as this one? I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but I'm definitely a fan of it. I literally can't imagine how it's possible to fail as badly as this guy just did. It seems like every time I make a new video, a new insane hairstyle comes out. This guy reacted exactly like I would if I saw that outside my tent. This extremely weird bike has to hold the Guinness World Record for most useless vehicle ever. Are you able to count how many times he spins the hula hoop over himself? Where in the world can you find natural rock slides like this one?
Nice.
If I had to guess, these guys definitely spend over $5,000 on all those little pools. Using the projector outlet for your phone charger is honestly a pretty good idea. This guy was with his friends when they got trapped inside a flooded cave, but thankfully they were all able to make it out safely. Honestly, I have to applaud the reaction time of the lady that's standing. I have a suspicion that bro did not read the rules correctly.
One piece, you don't want to knock them all out.
The fact that they put a couch outside to soften the fall is the funniest part of this to me.
You know, I didn't expect that to happen. I won't have right.
Do y'all think she's wearing a wig, or is her hair just extremely strong? I'm not sure what the physics are behind this, but that family's gonna be so disappointed when their new TV is missing from the top of their car. It's so crazy to me that there's some gymnasts out there that can do this while blindfolded. If this isn't the most ironic video I've ever seen, then I don't know what is.
It's absolutely essential. If I tug on this...
Stopping that close to the ground on a dropper like this might be the sketchiest thing ever. Even though this is considered a fail, it still could have been so much worse. The lady betting $1,000 that he can't do this is 100% regretting everything.
100%. $1,000.
If bro had put any thought into what he was doing, he definitely could have avoided that. I would have bet my life that he would get stuck in there before seeing the end of the video. I'm pretty sure the cold water started reaching her brain because why in the world is she acting so strange?
Big cheese.
Some people out there really love doing the weirdest things. If I had to guess, she probably practiced for at least 10,000 hours before she was ever able to do this. Being able to make a car that looks like the Titanic is a level of talent I wish I had. I feel like a little squirrel shouldn't have caused that much of a reaction. This monkey woke up and decided instantly he was just gonna cause chaos that day.
Hey!
I think I understand why the little guy has a helmet on now. Am I crazy or does it actually look like he turned into a bird?
Huh?
I truly love dogs, but most of them are not the smartest. The look on his face tells me he knows exactly how much trouble he's about to be in. The fact that he realized it was slippery and still kept going is so funny to me. How did they both do the exact same thing?
I'm dying. Help me.
I really can't even figure out what she was trying to do there. Am I imagining it, or does it look like the second person did it on purpose? Choosing to throw it in the first place was clearly not a great idea. It's so funny to me that no one even tried to stop her from sliding. He must have used some Hulk strength with that swing for that to happen. Taking videos to show off never seems to work out that well. I really can't believe he can actually laugh after that fail. Legend says he was never able to stop rolling through that forest. I didn't realize what was cool about this video until I noticed he didn't have a surfboard. I've never seen snow like this, but it seems kind of scary to fall in snow that deep. The fact that it could have landed anywhere but landed on him is so funny to me. The longer you watch this video, the more weird it gets. The fact that he warned her and it still happened makes me not even feel bad.
Don't trip on the kayak.
This poor tired guy thought he found a bench to sit on, but it wasn't a bench at all. Apparently trying to play basketball in freezing temperatures is literally impossible. At the beginning of the video, I would have bet my life that the guy would have been the one to fail. Their plan would have been perfect if they had one more person to catch the ball. I have a feeling this is not the best way to have two people on the same bike. The guy filming really reacted before the other one even had a chance to fail. Imagine finding your pool deflated, so you check your cameras and you see an entire bear family going for a swim. I'm pretty sure this poor girl was never a waitress. This dad spent 3 weeks building his own airplane when the worst thing ever happened to it. This is exactly why letting go of a rope swing is always a terrible idea. I'm not sure if this is a skit, but the guy operating the machine definitely needs to listen better. This turkey clearly has the most unique way of greeting his owner.
What the is wrong with you?
Even after watching 5 times, I still can't figure out what he was trying to do.
Bye, have a great time.
If you've ever been snapped with a rubber band, you know exactly how bad this could feel. This guy forgot where he was standing, so when his favorite team won, he decided to celebrate, and the worst thing happened. This cute dog really thought an army of leaves was chasing after him.
Help me.
It's a good thing he decided to test his newly built water slide before anyone else got on it. If I'm being honest, this is really something that I would do. It's not even the other person's fault, because why would you stand there just to drink from the platter? In my opinion, hitting the ceiling made this stunt 10 times cooler looking. A human getting into a splash fight with a wild monkey is something I never thought I'd ever see.
Hello.
If I was in that situation, I'd be just as disappointed as the little guy.
Bruh.
Imagine playing musical chairs and yours gets taken by a guy doing a front flip. This guy spent an entire day working on this road, and this little dog decided to ruin everything. You know that must have felt terrible with how fast they were going through there. Even though it hit his head, this might be the most impressive thing I've seen this year. I wouldn't even be mad if I saw this wild bear in my pool, cause he's clearly pretty chill. I'm getting the feeling this guy will never have a chance in pro football. I guarantee the poor lady is regretting ever getting them those little cars. Bro looked so surprised, like he didn't even realize there was an entire wall there.
Hey, what happened?
This guy was definitely the most stressed out now than he's ever been in his life.
I'm dying. Help me.
Sneaking up on somebody doing karate has to be one of the worst ideas you can ever have. The amount of fails that happened in those 2 seconds is actually insane. If I spend an entire day catching fish just for a seal to steal it from me, I don't even know how I'd react.
Hello.
If you've ever had a hyper dog, you'd know that this is something they do all the time.
Wow!
This scientist just found one of the scariest creatures ever inside a sewer system. The poor lady in the back had no idea what was about to come at her at 30 miles an hour. I really thought this video couldn't get any worse until the second thing happened. Filming a cringy TikTok dance like that one definitely makes her fail deserved, in my opinion. If that happened to me, I'd just pretend like nothing happened out of pure embarrassment.
This super weird video feels like it's straight out of a cartoon scene. This is exactly how I'd react if I saw something moving that quickly or near my feet.
Jesus, there's an iguana in the front!
If you had to guess, why do you think this poor guy is covered in mud like that? This fail wouldn't be so bad if the water wasn't so incredibly disgusting. Calls $100 in damages just to show off his strength in front of a girl. Smart people know that standing on a flimsy plastic chair is never a good idea. The instant regret that you see on his face is my favorite part of this video. As someone who can't even do one backflip, doing two in the air actually looks like it's magic. This is probably the 50th video I've ever seen of a dog absolutely ruining a birthday party. The fact that everyone was taking a huge fail and someone after them went immediately makes no sense at all. Seeing a dinosaur breakdancing and water skiing at the same time is something I never thought I'd see in my life. If this is what skiing for the first time looks like, I don't think I'll ever try it. The noise bro made is something I don't think I've ever heard before. I'm getting the feeling that there's no way this alligator would last in the wild. Huh? Going outside at night in Australia is so hard because you might run into these massive things. These guys wanted to do something unique for their wedding, so their entrance looked like this. I bet this poor lady got fired for that. Teasing a wild animal with food is never a good idea. Do you actually believe bro's training for a chess tournament? If this happened to me, I don't think I'd ever forget it. It almost looks like she purposely broke it. The fact that he barely reacted is kind of mind-blowing. I think this guy's accidentally going on an adventure.
Bye, have a great time.
Is it just me, or does it feel like you could do this on your first try too?
Good, man, good, good. Come on, come on.
The fact that the water's so disgusting makes this a million times worse in my opinion. Does anyone have a good guess as to what he's running from?
Let that down.
Pulling a car with your strength alone is already impressive, but doing it while handstanding is actually crazy. This creature is known as a ribbon fish, and they're so reflective that they look like metal. Does anyone else think this actually looks a little fun? Imagine seeing a statue of a Neanderthal and it looks exactly like yourself. I'm pretty sure this guy is way too talented for one person. I'd bet my life that the driver did that on purpose. Even after watching 5 times, I still can't figure out what's happening.
I'm dying. Help me.
Is it just me, or couldn't she have just put down the water?
Oh, no!
It's gotta be the camera angle, but it looks like this guy actually has Naruto's powers. If I saw this on the road while driving, I'd think I was just hallucinating. Attacking a beehive is already a bad idea, but doing it while you have crutches is even worse. There's absolutely no way I'd stand this close to an active volcano like this guy. Judging by how he walked up, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first time it happened.
Ow!
I honestly had zero faith that she was actually gonna make it.
You got it. Now, it's your moment.
Alligators' tails are so strong that they can actually jump 5 feet out of water. This might be the most genius prank ever, because even if she wanted to, there's no way she could let go.
And then I just...
Yeah, you just...
Oh!
Bye, have a great time.
Wait, you have...
Who knew that dogs can actually be great construction assistants?
Move a light up here, please. Thank you.
I can't imagine being such a deep sleeper that you wouldn't even notice this on top of you. I refuse to believe that this bathroom is real and that people actually use it. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely predicted that exact thing happening from the start. Being laughed at by a wild animal after a fail has to be a new level of embarrassing. People falling in pools accidentally is way too common, and it really makes you wonder why they're not watching where they're going. If I saw this in my shoe inside my house, I'd have to move immediately. If you listen to the person recording, she actually predicts it perfectly.
Not a good idea. Oh my god!
To be honest, I think this is a top 5 save of all time. Seeing an animal try to come up with the courage to conquer its fears is something I've never seen before.
Try it again. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Oh, nope, can't do it.
Did bro actually just try to step on that plant? Only the smartest architects could ever come up with plans like those.
It's going pretty well.
The first car was cool, but the second one is definitely a lot cooler. If they didn't record this, there's no way I would have believed them. Macaws are extremely smart birds, so I'm pretty sure this one knows exactly what he's doing.
I am trying to write an email.
This is exactly why you should always hire people to do dangerous yard work like this. Skiing with a parachute attached looks so unreal that I thought this was from a video game. Catching an insane save and then a fail in the same video is so funny to me. I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't be paid $1,000 to chug a jar of pickle juice like these guys. This guy was in the London sewers when he found the weirdest creature I've ever seen. If something like this happened to me, I might just be eating lamb chops for dinner. Does anyone else think that this actually looks like it'd be a lot of fun? How many years of practice do you think it took for them to be able to do something like this? Do you think this insane moment is CGI, or did this actually happen for real?
I hold him up.
Watch the guy laying down on the far right to see the funniest thing ever. You know these waves are extremely big when you realize that cliff is 100 feet tall.
How could someone possibly be so scared of such a small creature? Did this person actually just catch a video of a plane learning to fly? There's no way I could ever do this because I'd be way too scared of falling off. I'm pretty sure this video could not have gone worse in any way. The look of disappointment on his face afterwards is the best part of this to me. Imagine having to go back to the kitchen and let them know that you just threw all of their food away. The fact that the guy on the bike didn't even try to move makes no sense at all. My little brother did this once and he got grounded for the next 6 months of his life. I don't know what you guys think, but there's no way I'd chase after this guy just to film it.
What?
If you've ever tried this, you know it's one of the most uncomfortable experiences ever. Imagine having to call your parents and tell them that an ostrich ate your car keys. Dropping someone's birthday cake definitely gives you 1,000 years of bad luck. I really wonder what bro did to deserve that. Would you ever go on this if you had the chance? I really saw this coming from a mile away. Sometimes letting the fail happen is the best option. Even though geese are usually friendly, they can sometimes be pretty mean. Living in a place where an elephant can flip over your car randomly is insane to me. I think this might be one of the biggest overreactions caught on camera ever.
Spider! Spider!
If someone caught me doing this on camera, I don't think I'd ever forget. How would you react if you spent 100 hours on a puzzle just for this to happen?
Ooh, very nice.
I just found the craziest video of a sewer creature biting somebody. Click the video on screen to watch.